All right. So let's talk a little bit about some of the kidney failure numbers. And this is according to U.S. Renal Data System 2024 report. A little more than 850,000 Americans, okay, are living with ESRD. And so about 500,000 of those were on dialysis, and about 250,000 are living with a functioning kidney transplant. Okay? Now, I always like to pull out a few statistics. So although African Americans, Black Americans make up about 13% of the U.S. population, they represent more than 35% of people on dialysis. For Black men, they're nearly 4 times as likely to experience kidney failure. The average time from diagnosis of CKD to dialysis is often shorter for African Americans. And some of that is the disease progresses faster, but also there's an issue with diagnosis and referrals. So, like I said, whether or not you get diagnosed with the kidney disease, and also when you're referred to the kidney specialist. So sometimes that stuff can happen later, and so that's why you all are tuning in, so that you can learn how to get your CKD diagnosed early, and that's why we talk about the screening, and then also that you know that if your primary care is following you, you know when to get yourself referred, or you can request referral at an earlier stage. Okay. But we can change some of the stuff. Like early preparation really helps with when you get diagnosed with end-stage kidney disease. You want to know this stuff ahead of time. When people who meet with a kidney team before they reach kidney failure, they're more likely to start dialysis safely. They're more likely to choose a home therapy, and twice as likely to receive a transplant within the first year. And so when we mention this, what we're talking about is kind of like I mentioned with the person that starts dialysis in the hospital and didn't know they even had kidney disease. These people have to get catheters, which are known to increase your risk of infection, as opposed to what we call a fistula or a graft, which are known to be safer. Home therapies, you can actually do dialysis at home. And that's easier to do if you know that you're going into this, as opposed to, yet again, you go into a hospital and then all of a sudden you're starting. It's kind of hard to start a home based kidney therapy if you are just now finding out that you even have kidney disease. Okay. And then the transplant, you can increase the chances of you getting a transplant within the first year or two, because if you know that you have kidney disease and you're preparing, you can get on that transplant list a little earlier.